Hey everybody, today I'm going to be talking about some of the reasons why I love studying with my iPad in college. I'm going to be going over some of the pros and cons of having an iPad, as well as the apps that I love using. So one of the reasons why I love studying with an iPad is because everything is in one place. So all my notes for all of my classes, all of my past classes, they're all on Notability, which is the app that I use to take notes. Another reason why I love my iPad is because it's compatible with all of the other Apple products, so I can easily download my notes to my laptop and also my iPhone. One of the downsides of having an iPad is that if it crashes or you lose it somehow, all of your notes are gone. There are ways that you can back up your notes through different apps, which I'll talk about later, but for that time being, you're going to have to rely on other resources to take notes. Another downside to studying with an iPad is that if you don't have access to Wi-Fi or data and your apps rely on that, then you pretty much have to wait until you have those available. So the first app I'm going to be talking about is Google Keep. It's a really handy app for organizing all your thoughts and making to-do lists. So this was for one of the finals that I had to study for. I basically listed all the things I had to do and then the time that I wanted to finish it by. And when I finally finished that item, I could easily check it off, which is really satisfying to me. So for example, if you wanted to make a new note, you could click on this plus sign at the bottom right hand. You can write your title, and then you can either make it like a normal note where you just organize your thoughts with it, or you could add checkboxes through the bottom left. And then the way that you can organize it by color is click on the bottom right and those three dots, and you can choose any color you want. So I'm going to choose, let's see, pink. And then if you click out, you have all your notes organized. So the next set of apps that I like to use are all from Google. I have Google Drive, Sheets, and Docs on my iPad. And the reason why I love using Google applications is because they automatically save and are uploaded to the internet. So for example, if you're using Microsoft Word, the document only saves to your laptop. Whereas for Google, you can access these documents through any device as long as you have internet. This means I don't have to carry around my laptop every time because I can easily access all of my documents through my iPad. The next app I always use is Google Calendar. I use it to organize the time and day that I have my classes and that I have work and extracurriculars. As you can see at the top, I like to include like the days I have major assignments due or tests, and I put that in red. And then in the bottom is just like all the time slots that I have like for my events. The app that I use to take notes is called Notability. If you click on it, you have all of your notes displayed on the right hand side, and on the left hand side you can create dividers and subjects to organize your notes. So for example, there's a divider called 2019 to 2020 winter, and those are all of my notes for this quarter. And then I organize them by class. So I have Tagalog, Cell Bio, Genetic Inquiry, and Biochemistry. When you click on Cell Bio, you can see all of the notes that I've taken for that quarter. I'm just going to click on Final Notes, and these are the notes that I took leading up to the final. I really love the ability to handwrite all of my notes because as a bio major, there's a lot of processes and mechanisms to remember, and so being able to draw out each mechanism is super helpful. Some of the aspects that I love about Notability is that you can actually change the paper type, and also whether you want line paper, graphing paper, or if you want dots in the background. Notability is actually super user-friendly. Even though I've handwritten all of my notes, I'm still able to use the search bar to find specific terms. So for example, if I wanted to find anaphase, I can easily just type it in the search bar, and all of the pages that have the term anaphase shows up on the side. In addition, I can actually view 2 different notes side by side. Once I'm done with my notes, I can easily send it to Google Drive or share it through AirDrop or email it to myself by clicking on the button in the top left corner. Another helpful thing about Notability is that you have the option to automatically back up all of your notes. So this is really helpful just in case you lose your iPad or it suddenly crashes on you. The last feature I want to share about Notability is that if your professor does not podcast, you can actually record your professor while taking notes. And once you're done recording, it'll play back and show what you've written at that specific time that the professor said something. Whenever I need to memorize terms and definitions, I always use the Quizlet app. If you click on the app, it'll bring you to all of your sets. And for one of my Tagalog classes, I had to memorize a bunch of Tagalog adjectives. So the way it's set up is I have the English version of the word, and then when you flip it over, it's the Tagalog version, and I can easily swipe between different cards, and I can star the ones that I have difficulty memorizing. The last few apps that I have on my iPad are Gmail. I also have Canvas, which is the application that my school uses for each class. And then I also have YouTube, which is great for breaks, and then also if I need to watch a video about certain concepts. Whenever I want to listen to music, I just pull up my Spotify app, and as you can see, I've been listening to Her, BTS, and a lot of Shawn Mendes. Thank you so much for watching this video. I truly hope that it helped. Let me know in the comments below if you actually use some of these apps or if you ended up downloading them after watching the video. Thank you, and I hope you have a great day.